Mhm. And we are live. Hello. I am OG.
And I'm MJ.
And we are the Mama Tribe Network. Woohoo! We are proud to present to you today a little sneak peek at the panelists who are going to discuss the film MICROBIRTH, which will be screened in San Diego this Saturday, the 21st of February, at Alliant University. Susanna Reese has organized it. She puts things together like this in San Diego, and we're very glad that she does. So really quickly, the film MICROBIRTH was produced by a British couple by the names of Alex Wakeford and Tony Hartman, and they are of Alto Films. And this is a 60-minute documentary that looks at the microscopic details or aspects of human birth and how those details, those elements affect the macro, not just of the individual being birthed, but also humanity as a whole. And so that is just macro and micro. You start off with that and already it's confusing. So fortunately, Suzanne has gone through the time and the effort to get together some people that will help us understand the film after we've seen it. So I'm going to toss to Mama M, and she's going to talk about what's going to happen the day of the screening and how we can understand this topic.
Yes. So like OG said, we're really excited and proud to bring this hangout to you guys. Hopefully some of you are watching us live. But I want to tell you about what's going to happen on the screening day. So you have your ticket and you show up, but you can actually see another movie at 10 a.m. if you have your ticket. It's called Bot. It's the hidden story behind vaccinations and big pharma and your food. So it should be really interesting. So show up to watch the movie on February 21st, this Saturday at 12 or 10. You're going to get a swag bag, which is have some really awesome stuff in it. And you're going to watch the movie. And then after you watch the movie, you are going to be able to ask your questions to different experts and experienced mothers from the San Diego community.
So cool.
Oh my gosh.
So cool.
It's like an awesome opportunity, and you don't get this ability to have these people all in one room at the same time.
So, no, and they'll be there to answer your questions, so you can just ask away.
Ask whatever you want, and ask one person or ask all of them. So let me tell you a little bit about who is going to be there. We've got doctors like Dr. Philip Goshensky, who prefers that he be called a pediatric infectious disease specialist. We've got Dr. Tobin Watkinson, who has a background in alternative medicine, degrees and certifications in acupuncture, clinical nutrition, chiropractic, and psychology. We've got Christina Adams, who is very knowledgeable about the science behind camel milk and its use as a milk alternative and its health benefits. We also have Stephanie Williams, who is a chiropractor and specializes in pregnancy and pediatric care. And then we have two other lovely ladies who happen to be our guests on today's hangout. So let me introduce them. We have Linda Palmer, who is a doctor of chiropractic, author of Baby Matters, author of The Baby Bond, and co-author of What Your Pediatrician Doesn't Know. And then we have Francesca Orlando-Baldwin, who is a nutritional therapy practitioner, certified GAPS practitioner, and board certified in holistic nutrition. So, hello ladies, and welcome.
Hello, thank you so much.
There are sure a lot of initials after all those names.
I know.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Can I buy a vowel? Because that's just a lot of initials.
So, I know. We're very, very happy to have you on the Hangout today, and we feel honored that you've joined us here. And we made it with even a little technical difficulties, but so let's just get right into it. Francesca, let me ask you this first. What was it about MICROBIRTH that drew you in to participate?
It spoke my language. That is actually my bread and butter, especially as a certified GAPS practitioner. I see and I work with children who fit the profile of the microbirth recountings that the audience will see at the screening on Saturday. So people were born and did not acquire the healthy gut flora, and they come see me with a host of autoimmune diseases, autism, ADD, ADHD. I work with bipolar, I work with schizophrenic, and those are all conditions that are encompassed in the umbrella of what's called GAPS condition, gut and psychology syndrome. So the movie for me was it really spoke my language. That's the first thing I told to Suzanne when I saw it was, wow, these are my kind of people. Because what I do, it's a niche, and your regular doctor and your regular pediatrician does not know much about it. And so seeing the scientific evidence behind it that I've been researching and studying for a long time, but seeing it on screen was very validating.
Yeah.
It's fantastic that the information is getting out.
Yeah, definitely. I know that you said everybody needs to watch this movie, even if you're not a parent.
No.
You know.
Or even if you're not particularly crunchy, right? If you don't consider yourself to be a little on the maybe alternative or non-mainstream side, it would be a good introduction.
Yeah, because what we were saying in the intro is it's not even just affecting you personally. This is affecting humanity.
Right.
So awesome.
It is changing. Yeah, it is changing the way healthcare. You know, everything. It's going to affect us as a society. It's not just the individual who's sick or not sick. You know, it's us, all of us.
Exactly. Well, Linda, we want to ask you too. So tell us a little bit about what drew you in to participate. I know that you've been on a couple of the other screenings, Her Story and Breast Milk that Suzanne has put together, and I've enjoyed your contribution to that. So just tell us a little bit about what drew you into this one.
Yeah, the timing for this one was excellent. I was very interested because I happen to be just finishing up a book that covers all of this topic. And my book is Baby Poop, and I didn't know when I started writing it how much I was going to be writing about flora, and I've learned all of these things that are in the movie, and it's so astounding and so amazing, and you know, it adds a lot of depth to my book, and it a lot of depth to everyone's understanding today, you know, of. I'm very excited to have this information out here, and I hope that it can be more and more widely recognized because it's going to have such an impact on all of our futures.
Yeah, it really does involve everyone. It doesn't matter if you are crunchy or not, or if you have a family or not.
So now that you both, I know that you both have seen the film. Was there anything in particular that surprised you about the film, Francesca?
Honestly, not. Again, because this is my bread and butter. But it was refreshing. It was validating. It was fantastic to see scientists of the caliber of the ones that have been invited to speak during the documentary, the ones that were filmed, divulge the science in such an easy-to-understand manner that will be available to the layperson. Because I myself tend to speak too complicated sometimes, and I see my clients kind of rolling their eyes in my practice and like, oh my God, what is she talking about? And the movie was just so accessible. And I have been looking at the research, with especially type 1 diabetes, because I see more and more kids with autoimmune, and it was fantastic to see the research behind it that shows that a different type of microbiota can influence or not the developing of autoimmune, and it's great that the information is out there. I'm just very excited about it.
I'm really thrilled too, because like I said, you know, it's one of those topics that not many people have the need or the impetus to go and explore, or even the idea to explore. And Linda, was there anything in particular that stood out for you?
I believe they said that we've lost about 1/3 of our floral diversity, and I don't think I had come across that number, that I didn't realize it was that large. And I've read about this man, I should have looked up his name, who's going into the jungles of Peru and Chile and you know, visiting some very untouched tribes of people, and I hope that he's finding some of these missing flora for us, that, you know, maybe we can take advantage of them in the future. And I'm so happy there are these tribes there trying to preserve our flora for us.
That's pretty incredible. You know, another reason to preserve elements in the wild.
Definitely. So I know that you both have a lot of knowledge to share, but what would you hope that the viewers that come to see the screening and stay for the discussion, what do you hope that to share with them, or what do you hope that they come away with, either from the panel or from the movie? Linda, why don't you go first?
What I hope I just hope a broadened awareness, and I'm hoping to be able to add a couple points while I'm there after the movie. I think it's very interesting today they're using stool transplants. They put a little bit of some healthy person's poop up inside somebody who's suffering from C. difficile. A terrible diarrhea that it's very impossible to treat today because it's become antibiotic resistant. It's been created by overuse of antibiotics. And the medical studies, I mean, this isn't some little office somewhere. These are big medical studies. They're actually claiming 100% cures, not 90, not 95. And, you know, 3 or 4 studies, they came out in, you know, 99 to 100% cure by implanting stool from a healthy person into this very infected person, and they entirely recover. And so the movie talks about using a vaginal swab for a C-section delivery, because a C-section baby is losing all this opportunity to gain flora from mother. And I think in addition to the vaginal swab, I think, you know, when a baby is born, they turn their head, and as they're pushing out, it pushes some of mother's stool out. It's something we don't talk about very often, but it's a fact of birth. And baby turns his head around to the back and scoops right through that, and I think that he's supposed to be getting some inoculation from the stool as well. So I'd like to bring that point up. I guess, you know, as the author of Baby Poop, I'm kind of into the poop part of the flora.
That's cool. You know, I mean, I can say personally, in my house, we love poop, so I'm right along there with you. So, Francesca, let me ask you. So, what do you hope to share, or what do you hope that the viewers come away with, either from, you know, what you have to share or what the movie has to offer us?
Well, as far as my profession is concerned, I would like people to understand the role of gut bacteria in nutrition. So the way they synthesize nutrients for us, the way they help us digest food, the way they keep our colon, GI tract clean, and, you know, they're the housekeepers. They're also the right arm of the immune system. So those are the little technical things that I would like them to understand about what the flora does for us. But also, as a nutritionist, I think it's important to teach people, show them how the foods we eat can nourish or can damage our flora. So teach them about the right foods to eat and why the standard American diet is not doing us any good. The other thing that I would like to do that's based on the work in my practice is to give people hope. We as mother beat ourselves up about everything. We're always doing the worst job in the world, and I know that there will be mothers at the screening who gave birth through cesarean delivery, and the last thing I want for those mothers to feel guilty of yet one more thing that they did not know about. So, okay, life happens, or maybe they had unhealthy gut flora and unhealthy vaginal flora when they delivered, so the baby did not inherit a good microbiota anyway, and so teach them and show them what to do and how to remedy, and how to feed that 10 trillion cells that live within us. So that's what I'm hoping to share with the audience.
Awesome.
That's awesome, because I know that as, you know, like you said, as mothers, we tend to hyper focus on things, and even though something may not have been in our realm of knowledge, we still hate our past selves for not knowing. So I appreciate you saying that, because we all need a little bit of hope every now and then. Definitely. So another thing I want to make sure that we get to before we scoot on our way is I want to make sure that you ladies get an opportunity to pitch. Yeah, so tell us what you've got going on, and let us know what you want the viewers to visit if you have something in particular. So Francesca?
So I'm owner of Healthful Living San Diego. I have a Babies and Bumps program going on. So I work with couples from the moment they try to conceive or they go through fertility treatment, which is another big part of our society right now. Lots of couples have difficulties conceiving, and they need to utilize reproductive technology. So I help couples make the best quality eggs and sperm as they go through fertility treatment, and hopefully they don't have to go through them. So from the very beginning of trying to conceive until, you know, babies 2, 3, 4, you know, weaning and how to wean the baby, I'm your expert for everything babies and bumps. That's how I call it.
Well, I need your input for the weaning, that's for sure.
Yes, because the standard weaning diet, it's horrible. I'm sorry to say, but we shouldn't give babies rice cereal at 4 months. So anyway,
Don't be sorry to say that.
Yeah, no.
We got 2 breastfeeding mamas sitting here. My boy is going to be 4 in June, and I don't think he's ever going to stop. And Cash is a little over 3, so we got you. We're there for you.
There are some societies they nurse their kids until they're 7 or 8 years old. So you guys got time.
It's a little too Game of Thrones for me, but all right. And Linda.
Yeah.
So I think you have a picture of the cover of Baby Poop up there, and it's not going to be available on Amazon for about a month, but I hope people remember me and go looking for it. And
they
there's my web list. Add it to your wish list. And you can see my website, www.babyreference.com, and on Facebook I have a very active page, The Baby Bond, which is the title of my last book. And then I have a page for Baby Poop. Then I hope you'll click and like, because I'm just starting to grow that page. I have like 10 friends right now. So you can be my Baby Poop friend.
Going to like it now.
Baby Bond and Baby Poop on Facebook. Okay.
Yes, gotcha. we can remember that.
Yeah.
We can do that.
Definitely. So I want to thank you ladies for your time and effort and energy to do this. I know Google Hangouts are still kind of uncharted territories for a lot of us, so thank you for that. Thank you again to Susanna Reese, who couldn't be with us today, but thank you for organizing the screening and others like it. And also want to thank her sponsors, can't forget her sponsors, for doing that. And just in case you happen to be in San Diego and you haven't been hit by our bombardment of information on the screening of the film, Mama MJ will now tell you where you can get your tickets.
Yeah. So I'm going to put up a little lower banner there, www.eventbrite.com. Just search MICROBIRTH and then search the city for San Diego, and then you'll be able to see the event there, so that you can buy tickets right on the computer there. And then
they're cheaper beforehand, aren't they?
Yes.
Yeah.
I believe they are about $5 cheaper, but I think you can buy them at the door still. That's usually how the screenings work. But definitely, buy them beforehand. And I think that you don't print out anything, because
oh no, she gets a list.
Yeah, there's a list. So save paper and don't print it out. So yes, go to Eventbrite to get the tickets. And this is going to be showing at the Alliance International University. And in the green hall there's free parking, and so head out there this Saturday. Get your tickets. Microbirth this Saturday, February the 21st, 2015, 12 o'clock. Or if you get your tickets, then show up at 10 and see the other movie Bot. You can also show up and pay to see it at 10 if you didn't get your tickets. So
basically, show up.
yeah, just go.
Just show up.
Yeah.
Have some money. Get ready for your nice little swag bag. Maybe a notepad, so you can take some notes so that we can ask experts at the end. And I remember last time for that one screening, the experts stayed for a really long time.
It was like they were there about 3 hours.
Yeah, it's crazy. So I'm not saying they're going to be there 3 hours. I'm just saying they're all very.
If they bring pizza, I'll stay.
Okay.
Bring pizza. We'll talk about poop.
Okay, well, thank you so much, ladies, and thank you to anyone who happened to join us live tonight with the Mama Tribe.
Yes.
Rock on, that's all I got.
That's all I got, too. So go, I know bedtime is happening at Francesca's house, and now we can all maybe go eat dinner, and we'll see you at the screening.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, ladies. Bye.